Why don't you take that fancy car you probably didn't even pay for and go back to whatever hole you crawled out of? We have standards in this neighborhood. Yeah, that's actually how my Tuesday started. Not coffee, not emails, not the weather, just straight up, first thing in the morning, a line worthy of a reality show reunion being hurled at me while I'm standing in my own driveway, still groggy, keys to my red Mustang dangling from my finger, black t-shirt, favorite old jeans, the kind of hat you throw on when you just don't feel like dealing with your hair, and, honestly, just hoping for a quiet day. The sun was shining, birds doing their thing. I'm about to head out for lunch, feeling good, thinking, maybe this week will finally be normal. That's when she showed up, like one of those jump scares in a movie where you drop your popcorn. She's older, blonde hair fried into a color no bottle ever intended, leopard print leggings, and this neon pink sweatshirt that probably glows in the dark. In her hand, and this is not a joke, she's holding up a cardboard toilet paper roll like it's the Olympic torch. I'm not even mad yet, just confused. I mean, we've waved a couple times, I don't even know her name, she doesn't know mine, but now she's on the edge of my property looking at me like I keyed her car and set her house on fire. Her face is all scrunched up, eyes narrowed, and I'm still buffering her first line. Fancy car? Lady, it's a Mustang, nice, sure, but it's not a spaceship. I worked years for this thing, my one luxury, and I'm being accused of, I don't even know. So I just stand there, blinking, wondering if this is, I don't know, a prank show. I finally manage to ask, as calm as I can, is there something I can help you with? Maybe her cat's up a tree, maybe her car won't start, maybe she's just having a meltdown and I'm the first target she sees. She steps forward like she's about to challenge me to a duel. You people are always ordering things. And there it is. Those two words, you people. My chest tightens, the context changes. This is not about a delivery or a cat. I keep my face neutral, refuse to react. Yes, I got a delivery, some camera gear for my work, which, by the way, is true. I tell her I'm a videographer. She scoffs. Don't lie to me. I know what comes in those boxes. Bulk stuff, paper towels, toilet paper. My family is out. My husband's useless. My son's sick. I can't leave. You're just standing around polishing that ridiculous car. The entitlement is, honestly, impressive. I work from home. I was literally on a break, and this woman, who's never spoken to me, has already insulted my car, my race, and now wants supplies I supposedly have. I take a breath, the kind you take when you're suppressing every angry word you know, and keep my voice flat. First of all, I don't appreciate your tone. Second, even if I did have extra toilet paper, the way you're asking isn't exactly making me want to help. I thought that was it, I really did. Figured she'd storm off, mutter whatever. Instead, her face goes purple. You're refusing to help an elderly woman? I'm calling the police. I'll tell them you're threatening me. They'll know how to handle your kind. And, right there, she pulls out her phone and actually calls 911. Over toilet paper. Over nothing. She starts putting on a show, voice all high and shaky. There's a man screaming at me, threatening me. I'm alone. I'm scared. Every word is a lie, and I know what that lie can mean for someone like me. Part of me wants to shout, but I know better. I just stand there, frozen. She retreats to her porch, phone in hand, watching me with this sick little smirk. The world tilts. My peaceful street feels like a trap. I don't know what to do. Neighbors start looking out their windows, curtains twitching. I can hear sirens, and suddenly a black and white cruises up, lights flashing. Out step two cops, one older, tired-looking, the other young and rigid, like he just graduated. The woman launches into her routine, crying. He was aggressive, screaming, cussing. I was afraid for my life. The younger cop, Calloway, locks onto me, hands where I can see them, step away from the vehicle. My hands are already up, voice calm as I explain. This is my driveway, my car, my home. He doesn't care. It's not a question, it's an order. I comply, narrating every move as I reach for my wallet to show my ID, knowing sudden movements can be dangerous. The older cop, Baird, eventually comes over, asks me what happened from my perspective, and I tell him everything, the crazy request, the insult, the false call. I keep my voice low, steady, but I see the woman across the street, now screaming. He's lying. He threatened me. Baird looks at me. Did you threaten her? I tell him, no, absolutely not. I just told her no. Calloway checks my ID, seems disappointed when he sees my records clean. But then it hits me. I just installed a new security camera last weekend. The whole thing, every word, every gesture, is on video. Suddenly, the mood shifts. I point out the dome above my garage. The whole thing is recorded, audio and video. For the first time, Calloway looks uncertain. Baird perks up. The woman, across the street, turns pale as a ghost. She knows it's over. They watch the footage, see her approach, see my calm, see her losing it, see the fake 911 call. Mrs. Gable, my elderly neighbor with the rose garden, steps out and says she saw the whole thing, that I was calm and she was the one being aggressive. It's all coming together. The cops confer. Calloway, annoyed, tells me. Her story changed. Now it's just a neighborly dispute. She felt threatened by your tone. No threats, no aggression. Baird sighs, lays it out. A false report, an eyewitness, potential video. He apologizes for how it started. We have to respond to the call as it's given, but it's obvious that's not what happened here. The woman, realizing she lost, gets cited for filing a false police report, misuse of emergency services. Her husband finally comes out, confused, watching his wife get the ticket. Baird asks if I want to press charges for harassment. I just want it over, but I insist on a record, so if she tries again, there's history. They file the report, flag her name. The cops leave, the sirens fade. The street is quiet except for the hum of tension. Days pass in uneasy peace, but then the next act begins. I get a letter from the HOA, a formal complaint. Loud car, late-night gatherings, cameras violating privacy. It's her. She failed with the cops. Now it's the HOA. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. I respond point by point. My Mustang stock exhaust isn't louder than any other V8. I'm a single guy, asleep by 10. My camera barely covers my own driveway. I attach the police report and a photo of the camera's perspective. I say the complaint is retaliation, not good faith. A few weeks later, I'm summoned to an HOA board meeting, sterile beige room, folding tables, 3 retirees with stern faces. She's there, clutching her folder, giving me a look of pure venom. The board president, Bob, reads her complaint, makes it sound official. I stand, calmly present my evidence, play my trump card. The complaint was filed just a week after her police citation. I lay the police report on the table. The room stirs, murmurs. She protests, but Bob shuts her down. The board dismisses her complaint, apologizes to me. For a second, I feel relief. I had won. But people like that, they never give up. She pivots to neighborhood social media, hinting about certain new residents with loud cars and extensive surveillance. She never names me, but everyone knows. Some neighbors buy it, some don't. Mrs. Gable claps back. Only suspicious activity I've seen was a false 911 call. Then one Saturday, I'm washing my car, determined not to let her run me off my own driveway. Her son, supposedly too sick for errands that first day, walks his dog right onto my lawn, lets it do its business, and walks away with a smirk. I almost lose it, but realize it's a trap. They want a scene, a video. I hold back, clean up the mess myself, and quietly leave the bag on their porch. Her face when she finds it, pure fury. She's been outplayed. Her posts get wilder, angrier, but now people are getting tired of it. One morning, though, it escalates again. I hear a metallic crunch, check the window, and there it is, a deep scratch running the length of my Mustang. I check the footage. Her son, smug, key in hand, deliberate. This is it. I call 911. Baird is the one who responds. I show him the video. The son denies it. The mother screams about harassment, but the evidence is clear. They cuff the kid right on their own lawn. This time, I'm the victim and they're the suspects. The legal process is slow but steady. The social media campaign fizzles out. Neighbors start giving her the cold shoulder. She's become the pariah she tried to make me. One night, a month before the court date, she shows up drunk on my porch, begging me to drop the charges, blaming me for ruining her son's life. Then, in a fit of anger, she spits out the truth. You don't belong here. You brought this on yourself. I thank her for her testimony and let her know it's all been recorded. The DA is thrilled. The case is airtight. The kid takes a plea, avoids jail but gets probation, community service, restitution. He's a convicted felon now. I get my car fixed, new paint gleaming. You'd think that would be the end, but hate festers. Months pass, I start to relax, but then she rigs up sprinklers aimed at my driveway, spraying me and my car with foul-smelling liquid. I call the police and the probation office. She gets cited for illegal dumping, and more importantly, it's a violation of her son's probation. He's hauled in, probation revoked, gets 90 days in jail. They finally move out, quiet, defeated, loading up the moving van without looking my way. The new family is friendly, normal. The street is peaceful again. My Mustang shines, scar-free. But every time I see an empty toilet paper roll, I remember how quickly things can spiral, how fragile peace really is. I learned you can't let people like that win. You stand your ground. You keep your cool. You document everything. And eventually the truth will come out. So what do you think? Where's the line between standing up for yourself and letting petty hate consume you? Would you have handled it the same way? Let me know down below. I want to hear your thoughts on justice, on community, and on what it really means to belong somewhere.